an import tariff would not help. Pollution, there's gotta be. Yeah, we're not gonna get enough of that. The carbon tax is the only thing I can think to do. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Everyone fucking hates the carbon tax. It's true. Like, nobody should ever like a carbon tax. It's ridiculous, and it hurts more than anything. But at 20 billion, that covers the deficit and gets us into the positives. Good. Oh, come on. I've got to remember to do more about them. The problem is I never exterminate the religious fast enough. Relax the housing planning laws. That's also what happened before. Yeah. Membership. The membership is dropping, which is good. Alright. Overall, though, the popularity is good. Like, I always cheat through assassinations, by the way. This one's by the religious people. God damn, my maximum political capital. It is not good. Oh well. That's something we'll have to deal with. My ministers hate me. I'm going to implement a diplomatic service, because that helps foreign relations. Foreign relations is actually really important. It is one of the few things that you do have to kind of keep an eye on. Yeah, cause CO2 emissions. Because it hurts international trade. And this is a very important one, because the international trade is actually a pretty big factor on your GDP. So, you know, it actually pays off a lot of the time to just simply invest in foreign aid and diplomatic services and stuff. It will pay back. It's one of the things. Yeah, foreign relations that appeases people. Very good. Alright. Public services. Is there anything we really need here? Adult education subsidies is something I'll get. Eventually. Alcohol abuse is at an end. Alright. So, what do we have now? Internet crime. Intelligence services kind of fixing that. Problem is, we still have organized crime. Right. In order to get rid of organized crime, we need to get rid of gambling. That's right. Where's the gambling? Here it is. If we, Yeah, I'm actually going to just save up my power. And we're just going to blatantly outlaw gambling. There. And it should strip organized crime of most of its power now. This is only negatives, so it's going to drop like a stone. And that's really going to reduce, you know, crime. That's just going to drop. Yeah, the biggest one. Equality. We really have problems with equality? What? I have... Apparently having high equality actually causes crime. I'm not entirely certain that's programmed correctly. Because I have a feeling it's supposed to work the other way. Wow, we have a 17 billion surplus. Holy shit. Alright, a 17 billion surplus. I'm just tempted to just cut that out of the carbon tax significantly here. We don't have quite enough this term. Oh well. Give it another go. Besides, election's coming up. Assad survives several assassination plots. Man. The universities are available only to those who share my revolutionary beliefs. Fidel Castro. It's probably the most easy way of keeping things stable in a country. Alright. Yeah, that's hurting our tax rate by like 10%. Income tax by 10%. So... is there any law and order policy we could perhaps do that would assist? Doesn't really look like it. I was kind of hoping there'd be something, you know, fight crime. How's organized crime doing? Okay, so organized crime's at an end. It's gone. Hopefully, that will assist here. The problem is, I don't think we're ever going to get rid of internet crime, simply because we have too much technology. You just can't get rid of internet crime like that. The environment. Yeah, and pollution is another one of those things you're just never going to cure if you have a good economy. Like, it's just something you can't deal with, really. The asthma epidemic, car usage. It might be possible to get rid of the asthma epidemic. In Democracy 2, it was a lot easier to fix the asthma epidemic because it was partially tied to your health services, which it is no longer. So that makes things a little trickier to deal with. We need to think of ways to improve the environment. Recycling program would probably help. So would pollution controls. It'd be a lot cheaper than recycling. Yeah. I see no reason not to. It's only a minor issue there. Really, that doesn't... Oh yeah, great drop to CO2 emissions. That's going to be huge. Alright, let's see. There's something over here I wanted to do, I think. Was there? Something somewhere. Wow. Some of that stuff's tricky to get rid of in general. Social Justice Foundation is doing okay. Not even that expensive, so might as well leave it up. What I want to do is get rid of faith school subsidies, so we can do that. I mean, what does that even do, actually? Religious income. It increases religious attention and religious membership, so in general, I want to try and get rid of that. The election results. Well, I take a heck of a lead. Yeah, that was pretty much what you'd expect. Like, another failed destination. Ballots are the rightful and peaceful successors to bullets. Very well stated, Abe. There's 16 billion surplus. Like, I really want to do something related to this. The biggest issue here is income tax, which has kind of been fixed. Corporation tax doesn't actually hurt the GDP as much as you'd think. So, I'm fine having a pretty hefty corporation tax. I think what I'm going to do is take it out of the... Yeah, it's multiplicative, so it's a problem. You can't do this. But I can do this, for example. This isn't too bad. Oh man. Never mind, that is hugely multiplicative towards, like, much more than usual towards tax evasion. So we're just going to call that no. Okay. I really do want to try and deal with this, though. I guess we just have to drop the income tax. Wait, how much are we making right now? We have about 20 billion, so I can drop it, say, 35%? Yeah, that's going to drop tax evasion significantly. Alright. Yeah, there are some groups that are pretty loyal to me, and then there's just some groups that completely hate me, and then everyone else is just like, eh, you're doing okay. It's not the worst thing ever. Alright, well, let's try and, you know, set up a future here. Adult education subsidies is huge. Yeah, education productivity. That will help the GDP in the long run. Youth club. Yeah, see, that reduces crime, helps improve youth in general. Yeah, I wanted to do away with faith school subsidies because it increases racial tension, so 36 to cancel, jeez. Another failed assassination attempt. You know, eventually there won't be any religious people left. If I can get rid of faith school subsidy, that's a big reason they're holding on at all. We do not have enough power to cancel that. That's okay. 36. Okay, looks like we have to wait till next term. Yes. Appoint a UN ambassador. Popular figure in a state of reputation for solving difficult problems. That one. The function of socialism is to raise suffering to a higher level. Wow. That guy sounds like a jerk. Faith school subsidy. We'll get rid of that. Things we don't need. Alright. Really wish we'd do that in real life. I always find it silly with the Catholic schools around here, because they both get funding from local churches and they get funding from the government. So the Catholic schools are really nice. Like, I'd almost wanted to have gone to one because they're just so goddamn nice compared to the public schools. All right, school prayers. Yeah, I want to get rid of that, but we don't have the political capital on hand. We have a much higher. Yeah, I have a fairly decent cabinet here. The only person who's a problem is liberal and environmentalist. I'm surprised. The environmentalists should be... Yeah, liberals are happy with me. Environmentalists are okay. Like, I'm doing a lot for the environmentalists. What the fuck is their problem? Eh, whatever. Yeah, this is cheap. Improves the environment slightly. I really need to try and work on the environment, because I think there's probably enough here that I can. Like, I feel like there's just enough now that I should be able to. Business startup. National Business Council, strong advice to business interests, ensure that the needs of business, both big and small, taken into account. Promote capitalism and enterprise. Yeah, okay. I like small business. Yeah. See, that's alright. I'm not too worried about, you know, promoting capitalism a little bit, if it's the good kind of capitalism. There is a difference, by the way. There's a good capitalism, and then there's a bad capitalism. Transport. Yeah, we could get some fuel efficiency standards. Actually, telecommunicating programs. Very good. Yeah, parents, trade unionists, commuters, they all love it. In general, just trying to improve the environment. Because if I can get a bit of a grip on that, we'll be a little better off. I don't think I'm ever going to overcome that. No, the GDP is just too big of a problem. I don't ever see myself being able to overcome it. The religious are plotting against me. I've been caught entering a country hidden inside cargo containers in an organized attempt at people smuggling. The criminals who mastermind the scheme have been arrested, but there's debate as to whether or not the people come back to their country of origin. Yeah, we're going to allow them to stay. Okay. So what achievements do I have so far? Economic miracle. Yeah, I already got that stuff. Survivor. There should be other stuff, right? Budget balancer. Managed to keep the country's finances in the black for 5 whole years. Congratulations. Interesting. Been returned to power by the people so many times we were starting to wonder if it's worth putting anyone else's name on the ballot. Sovereign wealth. Oh, look how upon these countries debt problems and laugh. It's a prudent leader. So I think that's get rid of debt in general. I don't think I'm ever going to be capable of getting rid of debt because we're just so goddamn far in debt. It's just freaking ridiculous. Like, even if I were to do that, it just would not be enough. There is not a policy in hell that I could fix a $1 trillion debt in a reasonable amount of time. So we have a rail strike. Causes lack of rail subsidies. Alright. Rail subsidies. What does this do? Rail usage improves poor and middle earnings. Ends rail strikes. Reduces unemployment. And, yeah. Alright. Makes motorists unhappy, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. My aim will be to try and reduce the total number of people in motorists. Membership influences from car usage, mostly. So what you're saying is, well, what does road building actually do? Yeah, we don't really need quite as much road construction. Like, if we focus on other infrastructure, it's much better in the long run. Alright. The religious are still plotting. Oh, market meltdown. We will be mostly immune to that. I hope. I've set up a fairly resilient economy here. Public service. Do we need anything here? Yeah, people don't like any of these policies, which is funny. Like, community policing, people want that. And reduces everything else. I see no reason not to just pop it in then. Like I said, cybercrime is not going anywhere though. Maybe, actually, if I can find something else to get rid of internet crime, it might be possible.